The state of the soul, according to theological tradition, the limbo of the fathers, or the realm of the dead, is the temporary state or place reserved for the souls of the dead before Christ's resurrection. It is important to distinguish the realm of the dead, a temporary place for the departed, from hell, the place of eternal punishment. Jesus did not descend into the hell of the condemned. The limbo of the fathers was a place holding the souls of the righteous, patriarchs, prophets, those who believed in the promise of salvation, who had died but could not yet enter heaven because the gates of heaven were still closed due to original sin. They were in a state of awaiting the Redeemer. This mystery is professed in the Apostles' Creed. He descended into hell, the realm of the dead. Scripture hints at this event, particularly in the first letter of St. Peter. For Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, to bring you to God. He was put to death in the body but made alive in the spirit. After being made alive, he went and made proclamation to the imprisoned spirits. Liberation and the completion of redemption. The main purpose of Jesus' descent into the realm of the dead was to proclaim and announce his victory. His soul brought the light of glory and the gospel of the resurrection to the darkest places of the realm of the dead. This was the final act of the shepherd going after the lost sheep, extending the work of redemption to those who had died in God's grace. His arrival was to liberate the righteous souls held captive in expectation. By his death on the cross, Jesus conquered death and the devil. He led these righteous souls out of the realm of the dead to open the gates of heaven for them. Since that time, heaven has been opened thanks to his sacrifice. The act of descending into the realm of the dead completes Christ's work of redemption, suffering and death, on the cross, concerning the body. Descent into the realm of the dead, concerning the soul, demonstrating his power over all life and death. Resurrection, the reunion of body and soul. This affirms him as the Redeemer of all humanity, transcending all barriers of time and space. The soul in hypostatic union. Even though Jesus' soul was separated from his body, it remained intimately united with the divine person, the Word. This hypostatic union is eternal and was not interrupted by death. His soul, while performing its human functions, sensation, will, simultaneously carried the full power, authority, and glory of God. It is through this union that his descent into the realm of the dead was not the act of a mortal soul leaving the body, but the action of God the Word descending to exercise his power. His soul did not descend as a prisoner, but as a victorious king going to set his subjects free. This union is the factor that ensures the soul can reunite with the body preserved in the tomb, bringing about the glorious resurrection. The omnipotence of the single divine person controlled and linked both separated parts of his humanity, preparing for the final day of victory. The assumption of complete humanity, a real death, the fact that Jesus breathed his last on the cross, and was confirmed dead by the centurion and the soldiers, is an undeniable historical event. In biological and anthropological terms, he underwent death, the separation of the soul from the body. This affirms that Jesus did not merely pretend to die, but genuinely bore a real death, which is the consequence of human sin. The Gospels detail the burial of his body by Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus in a tomb hewn out of rock. This confirms that his body lay in the ground, in the realm of the dead, just like any other human being. This event is the highest proof of his complete humanity and a prerequisite for redemption. Because he truly died and was buried, he could genuinely conquer death and inaugurate the resurrection. If the death were only a pretense, the resurrection would be meaningless. The burial helps fulfill prophecy and becomes the sign for the resurrection, the empty tomb. The effect of divine power, the belief that Jesus' body did not undergo decay, is reinforced by the biblical texts, "For you will not abandon my soul to the realm of the dead, nor will you let your Holy One see decay." St. Peter applied this prophecy to Jesus to prove that he is the Messiah, who died but did not see decay, also called putrefaction, decomposition, in contrast to David. Decay, or putrefaction, is the natural physical sign and consequence of death. The fact that Jesus' body was preserved from decay is a sign that the power of God was still acting upon his body. This preservation ensures continuity. The resurrected body is the very body that died, not a different body or a new creation. The glory of the resurrected body originates from the incorruptibility that was already present in the tomb. The reason his body did not decay is that the divine person, the Word, maintained his union with that body, even when the soul had departed. The Word is the source of life and incorruptibility. His presence is the divine preservative, preventing material deterioration. Jesus' death was an event with two aspects within a single person. The human aspect, the separation of soul and body occurred. The divine aspect, the divine person, continued to be united with both separated parts of his humanity, his soul, when it descended to the realm of the dead, and his body, when it lay in the tomb. The core difference compared to the death of an ordinary person is this: for Jesus, the Word never left his humanity. The Word is the substance, person, of that body and soul. This union was established from the Incarnation and was not destroyed by death. Therefore, the body in the tomb remains the body of God, and the soul that descended to the realm of the dead remains the soul of God. This union is the solid theological basis guaranteeing that the resurrection would occur and would be redemptive. The continuity of the divine person. The continuity of Jesus' body and soul throughout his time in the tomb is ensured by a key theological truth: the hypostatic union. Although the death of Jesus was a separation on the human level, the soul leaving the body, his divine person, the divine Word, was never separated from either component of his humanity. During the 3 days, the Word was simultaneously united with the body lying in the stone tomb, the soul residing in the realm of the dead, limbo of the fathers. It was the continuous union of the Word with the body that prevented that body from undergoing decay, rotting, decomposition, according to the biological laws of death. That body remained the body of God. The soul of Jesus, when descending to the realm of the dead, did not go down as a limited human soul, but carried the supreme power and authority of God. Through this, he was able to preach and liberate the righteous souls who were being held captive. The separation between body and soul was only a temporary state with a redemptive purpose. The resurrection on the third day was not a random event or a miracle that created a new body. It was the action of the Word using his power to reunite the very soul that had descended to the realm of the dead and the body that had lain in the tomb. It was the continuity of the divine person that guaranteed the resurrection, for he is the resurrection and the life. Upon reunion, the body and soul became one again, but in a new, glorious state, the resurrected body. This body is no longer subject to death, pain, or decay. The resurrection is the fulfillment of this continuity. The body that was resurrected is the very body that died, but transformed and divinized, becoming the model for the resurrection of all believers. The Paschal Mystery, Passion, Death, Burial, Descent into the realm of the dead, and Resurrection, affirms that Jesus fully assumed humanity in every aspect, including the separated state of death. He entered the death of the body and entered the death of the soul, Hades, so that from within, he triumphed over death and brought life. The continuity of the divine person in the state of separation demonstrates his absolute victory over death, because even when his humanity was separated, he remained God and had authority over the realm of the dead. Therefore, his death was not a tragic end, but the final and complete act of redemptive love, paving the way for the resurrection. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to support me.